Hi everybody's Hassan here from RE Exam Buddy, and in today's video I'm going to address what you need to do if you've just found out that you failed the RE5 exam. So this happens to many of us. We go into the exam feeling a sense of excitement, maybe a little bit of anxiety. You feel prepared and you go into the exam, you write the paper. It's not easy, but you believe you'll pass. And a couple of days later, when you get the results, uh, the world comes shattering down on you, and you picked up that unfortunately you didn't make it. It can be quite a lot to take in, especially if it's you've written it a number of times, and you haven't been able to be successful as yet. So I'm going to share some, I'd like to call it, practical tips on how you need to approach this situation so that you can go out there and give it another shot. So let's go. The first thing that you need to do is you need to stay calm and you need to acknowledge what you have just been presented with. That being the fact that you failed the exam. Many people go through this. You need to breathe, you need to stay calm, you should not be too emotional. You need to try and just take it in your stride and use it as a way to reflect on the experience, what you could have done better. Did you rush through the study process? Did you go through all of the material meticulously? Were you caught with uh, with the trick questions in the exam? And just think about where it may have gone wrong, but most importantly doing so in a calm manner so that you are clear in terms of where the issues may have arrived. The second thing you need to do is that when you receive your results, one of the things that you also receive with it is a breakdown of the marks that you scored per section in the exam. So, for example, the mark that you received for the fit and proper requirements for a representative section, the marks that you received on the section relating to the phase ombit, the results break down your marks that you received within each section of the exam. So this is quite useful in order to identify your weak areas and also the areas that you need to focus on uh, the next time you prepare for the exam. So I would suggest that you study this quite intensely so that you can identify the areas that you can improve in. And when studying for the exam on the next attempt, that you take extra time and take extra care to ensure that you are fully prepared for those sections when you write the exam on your next attempt. The third thing that I suggest you do is to create a clear study plan for the next time that you write. One of the very common reasons why people fail the exam is that they fail to plan adequately in order to prepare for the exam. Having a clear plan in terms of having a proper study calendar, giving yourself enough time, breaking down the content per day, scheduling time in between to do past questions. All of that relates to the planning aspect of the exam. And as the saying goes, the more you plan, the more the results will follow. So a big thing for me is planning for the exam and try to ensure that your planning is a lot better than your previous attempt, and you'll see that the results will follow. If you've written the exam a number of times and not been able to pass, then my next suggestion is that you consider taking a short break from writing the exam. This will allow you to clear your mind, uh, not think too much about the exam, not think too much about the difficulties. Hopefully, take that burden off you for a short while, and just allow you to focus on other things. I suggest doing things that has is more in line with a passion, and just taking a short break so that when you do come back to studying for the exam, that you have a more clear mindset, you are a lot more energized and a lot more refreshed in order to tackle your next step uh, to study for the exam. My fifth and final tip for you, if you failed the RE5 exam, is to consider making use of my personal study material, which is called the RE Exam Buddy Study Pack. These are the notes that I specifically used when I studied the RE5 exam. I've built on it, I've added the new updates, I continue to add the new updates. I've got summary slides, I've got the actual content, I've got questions for each and every chapter, and I've also got past papers to help you navigate the RE5 study journey. So if this is something that you believe can help you, and I believe it can, and if you would like to check out our reviews on our website, you can. We've got over 150 reviews, all 5-star, uh, with people's real experiences shared uh, with how they found our RE5 study pack help them on their RE5 journey. So click on the link below. I've got the link to our to two things. One thing going to our reviews, and then the second link going directly to our RE5 study pack. So have a look at that, and I hope that it really helps you. And there you have it, some practical tips to help you bounce back on your next attempt. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be in the loop when the next video lands. Until next time, bye bye.